Hello again, chaps and chappettes. How are we all doing? It is lovely to see you all again. As always, please do forgive my little short outburst before I get into tonight's video, but my God, the football tonight was absolutely outstanding. Real Madrid, a team filled with very high-paid, world-class Galactico footballers, came to Anfield and left a crumbling mess. Trent Alexander-Arnold got the reception that I thought he would. Boos all around, booming around Anfield, considering he left one of the most rising teams in Europe, minus Arsenal this year, of course, but left the team purely for financial gain. At least that's what I think anyway, as a biased Liverpool fan. Conor Bradley, an honourable mention to Conor Bradley, who had arguably one of the best footballers on the planet in the name of Vinicius Jr., however the hell you pronounce his name. He had him on toast the entire night. He didn't even get a single crossing, to the best of my knowledge. What a performance from the team, and what a performance particularly from Conor Bradley. Please do excuse my little outburst there, my friends. I know most of you out there don't give a shit about football. I believe one of my subscribers commented not so long back on one of my footballing outbursts that they're all just a bunch of willy woofters who get paid too much and roll around on the floor crying like little girls, which I cannot really disagree with, but we all have our vices, and I love my football, my dear friends. So yeah, that's the way it is. So, to tonight's video. I stipulated in my community tab that tonight's video is going to be different and not different at the same time. Quite a cryptic clue I gave you all about an hour and a half ago. What I'm actually talking about, my friends, is an English convert, a Muslim English convert. And yes, amazingly, please do stop rolling your eyes, my dear friends, this Muslim convert is indeed ginger, as seems to be per usual with English converts to Islam. So, what has this little scamp been up to? Well, we shall find out momentarily. I spotted this on GB News, and it reads as follows. A self-styled Anglo-Jihad Muslim convert had been found guilty of plotting a bomb and terror attack on a major shopping centre. The major shopping centre, of course, being in England. Leeds Crown Court heard that Jordan Richardson, 21. I'm used to saying words such as Mohammed Muhammad or something like that. To hear a word such as Jordan Richardson in the same sentence as a terror plot, yeah, it's quite a break from the norm, wouldn't you say, my friends? Leeds Crown Court heard that Jordan Richardson, 21, was in possession of mustard gas recipe in his bag when he was arrested by police on his way to work on December 19th. Richardson also plotted to shoot and attack with a bladed implement and throw grenades into a crowd. Jurors were told that the 21-year-old had a link to an ISIS bomb manufacturing instruction video, which was also used by the perpetrator of the Manchester Arena attack, Salman Ababadi. I don't know how you say his last name. I do apologise, my friends. You know exactly what I'm talking about. The Muslim convert shared the idea of launching an attack on Sheffield's Meadow Hill shopping centre with someone online. After Richardson's home in Howden, West Yorkshire, was raided by police, officers discovered a combat knife and a crossbow. Leeds Crown Court heard that the 21-year-old told a police officer that he was an ISIS supporter as he was awaiting trial. Richardson was found guilty of 3 counts of encouraging terrorism, 2 counts of possessing bomb-making instructions, useful for terrorism, preparing acts of terrorism by acquiring weapons, researching explosive substances, identifying possible locations, and considering the steps required for an attack. Richardson was also found in possession of a note which appeared to outline detailed plans for a terror attack when he was arrested last year. The note read, reach hidden vantage point, apply gas mask, outfit, load crossbow, throw all grenades into crowd, shoot bystanders, attack anyone with a bladed implement, who comes close do not get taken alive. Prosecutor Catherine Robinson told the court that Richardson converted to Islam in April last year and he soon became interested in extremism. Quelle fucking surprise. Someone converts to Islam and they automatically go towards extremism, wanting to murder in the most brutal fashion ever their own pissing countrymen. We're going to touch on that more at the end of this story, my friends. Fear not. The 21-year-old sent messages to other users on social media detailing how he wanted to unalive non-believers and describe himself as a terrorist. Miss Robinson, I'm assuming that's either his missus or his mum. I'm assuming it's his mum, still living at home, probably masturbating his own filth to, well, I don't know, manga or anime or some other fucking weird shit that these loners tend to get themselves off on. Miss Robinson told Leeds Crown Court that Richardson frequently expressed extreme hatred for Jewish people, spoke about killing them and referring to them as the big noses, the pillagers and the money. The prosecutor told jurors that he was not simply a keyboard warrior or a fantasist, but a person who was dangerously far down the road to carrying out terrorist acts. Richardson is scheduled to be sentenced next month. Now, call me crazy, my dear friends, but I personally think if anyone in this country is known to be converting over to Islam, they should be watched with a scrutinous eye. Wouldn't you agree? I mean, after all, why on earth would someone, Anglophile, Western, whatever you want to call them, wanting to convert to Islam? I mean, it's not exactly the most peaceful religion on earth. It's not brimming with love and affection and what have you, like some religions are. It's basically based on hate and brutality. It's basically a cult, my dear friends. So anyone wishing to convert over to that side of a religion should be watched very, very closely for obvious pissing reasons. When you've got members of your own converting to a certain religion and instantly being drawn to extremism and murder on a mass scale, it just sends alarm bells ringing. I want to finish off tonight, my friends, with a very short sentence, I suppose you'd call it, from Google AI about how we actually used to treat treasonous people in this country only a few short hundred years ago. The punishment for treason in medieval England was typically a slow and brutal death, with the most common sentence for men being hanging, drawn and quartering, and for women burned at the stake. For high-ranking individuals like nobles or royalty, removal of this from their shoulders could be substituted for a quick end, according to Wikipedia. Now, I personally do believe deep down inside, my friends, that these punishments should still be allowed in today's modern England, particularly for treason. People such as this fucking arsehole who is willing to kill his own countrymen and women, all for the sake of a foreign invading religion. It's beyond contemptible. It should not be happening in this country. Simple as that. That's the end of my video, my friends. I think it's time for a bit of Football Manager 26, which came out today. I shall be playing that until the early hours, I should imagine. And yeah, on a school night, so don't tell the missus. Oh, before I go, look at my new curtains, my friends. I like that, aren't they? Yeah. They're a bit creased because they've only just recently been taken out of the packaging, but yeah, I'm quite pleased with them. Nice blackout, keeps out unwanted light when I don't want it to be beaming in. I don't like sunlight getting into places when I'm trying to watch telly and stuff like that, so yeah, that's why I chose blackout ones. Anyway, enough dribble. I have had enough fucking pointless dribble in this video to last me an absolute lifetime. Carpe diem, my dear friends. Do let me know what you think in the comments, and I shall see you in a bit. Cheers.